If it ain't broke, then why try and change it? That's certainly a saying that goes a long way in Hollywood these days. After a summer of rehashed TV shows, we're now stepping back almost 200 years to a book that has managed to endure the test of time. Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice.
Mr. Collins at your service.
The novel was first brought to the big screen in 1949 with Laurence Olivier as the brooding Mr. Darcy. But it was the small screen version 10 years ago with Colin Firth stood naked in a bath that really reignited everyone's interest. Now it's back with millions of dollars thrown at it and Keira Knightley in the main role of Elizabeth Bennet.
I mean, it's one of the greatest romances ever, so actually it doesn't matter when you set it. The fundamental story is so romantic, it can be anywhere. I think that, you know, it's a story about, or for me, it's a story about growing up, making mistakes and falling in love, and I think that's as relevant today as it was 200 years ago. So, yeah, it's one of those stories that I don't think will ever grow old.
I do not have the talent of conversing easily with people.
Tonight, then, there'll be the usual star-studded premiere in London, though obviously the real star of the show, Jane Austen herself, won't be putting in an appearance. For her loyal fan base, though, there remains only one real question. Have the filmmakers got that famous Austen irony down to a T, or is this one remake too far?
It's a story, a great romantic story, with very, very real people in it, sort of difficult people, and I think it's open to so many interpretations, like any great bit of literature, really. You know, you'd never do Hamlet again. No one would ever tackle it if they were fearful of their predecessors.
You think it can be prevented by a young woman of inferior birth?
The film has been made by Brit company Working Title, the same people who gave us Love Actually and Bridget Jones, who clearly have one eye on the Austen-worshipping US and female markets. And with a supporting cast including Dame Judi Dench, Donald Sutherland and Matthew McFadden as the immortal Mr. Darcy, they're hopeful it'll appeal to lovers of the author's books, both young and old. Steve Hargrave, ITV News.